Well, hello, my name's Tom Otley from Business Traveller. Welcome. We're here at Terminal 8, John F. Kennedy Airport, to see the new home of British Airways. So this is the check-in area for the new home of American Airlines and British Airways at Terminal 8. This is an external view of Terminal 8 from the air train. And it shows an American Airlines plane on the left and then a BA plane just coming in on the right. It's just parked there, well, waiting there on the right. So if we go to the left, there's the Club World check-in, and to the right is where first class check-in is. So let's go that way. So this is not yet open, so that's why it looks empty.
So this will be staffed jointly by British Airways and American team members, kind of interspersed with each other, and really provides a very, very private, exclusive check-in space.
9 in total, where it was 4 before?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
And there are some positions where, if someone wants to check in quickly, maybe they're not checking a bag, they can just go to one of these positions over here. If they have a lot of bags and want to take their time, there's positions where they can sit down.
Okay, so this is the next lounge.
See on your way through.
We're just waiting to go in.
It's a massive commitment to what is the most premium passengers. As for those of you that were at the press conference, this is a key route for us, and this partnership that we have with American on the joint business agreement and through our One World and co-chair partners, it's really important that we get this right. So we're trying to mirror a wonderful premium experience. So as you walk through the premium check-in, direct access to the priority security lanes, you exit straight here, you come up here, and then as Kim explained, that takes you through to the Chelsea Lounge, and for those eligible you can come straight through to the Soho Lounge, and this will be staffed by both American and British Airways colleagues here as well. So it really will feel like a joint experience. As Kim mentioned, you're here 48 hours before it opens, so forgive us, there's a few little snags. I'm not going to lie, there's 1 or 2 rooms that still need a bit of lighting and things like that, so bear with us, but we'll take you through the main features as we go through. The first things that you'll notice is the floor-to-ceiling windows and the feature bar, which was something that was very key for our customers to have. Please come on through. So immediately when you're greeted with a feature bar, and Raphael will take us through a number of the local suppliers that we've worked with, including the bar that was worked with us in order to design the drinks menu and the bespoke cocktail menu, and also some of the suppliers that are bringing the local confidence food.
How long have you been planning this then?
This has been a 2.5 year labour of love for a lot of people. Actually a 4-year project in total from Brief. Yeah.
What was here before? In this space?
This was a pilot's briefing room, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I believe it was the pilot's briefing room, which has been expanded along with the expanded terminal. You'll see again some of the furniture and the features which have all been specifically designed for the space. We wanted that kind of relaxed but elegant feel in the space. You have the signature lighting element here. Clouds is one of the ways it's been described. Petals is another. Again, it's designed by the same company from the Czech Republic who did the feature above the champagne bar in our Chelsea Lounge. Again, one of the things that's been really key is every seat that is near a flat surface, other than some of the tables here, have power. So they have both the USB-C as well as the plug-in power. That's something that's become critical now. A lot of the lighting elements have been brought in from either the UK or the US, as we've tried to have some signature items in here. As we move down to this space, you'll notice the restrooms and showers. For anyone, I will not give you a tour. It looks very similar to the ones you've already seen on the other side. In fact, it's mostly a mirror image, but the restrooms and showers are down there. We have 2 little phone booths there for anyone who wants to make a very private telephone call. It's a small phone booth where you can actually close it off and have some privacy. But what I will do is we'll walk down to what's a very British way of terming a library, the room at the end. Again, it's got a number of the digital features designed by Gensler to bring in some naturalness to the space. As you walk past, have a look at the wine tasting table here that's made of petrified wood.
This is the petrified wood, the wine.
This is the petrified wood table, yes, absolutely. Yeah, the bespoke element that's been designed for this space. You'll see a number of the tables have been designed bespoke for the space. To make sure it's fitted. One of the key things about this lounge is obviously the floor-to-ceiling windows. You've got the views of Manhattan in the distance. You've got the views of the tarmac and everything that's going on. I'm very pleased to say that that British Airways plane is now definitely parked right outside the lounge. So you will see hopefully an American one around the corner as well, where you can see them everywhere. This is American's home here at JFK. And someone asked me what my favourite space in the lounge was. It's just tucked around this corner. There's some private booths down that side. Not door closing ones, but people where you can actually sit 2 people in each booth facing out to the window. So again, we expect this to be a very popular area because it's near the window. But actually one of the great things is you can sit at the back.
This is the room at the back of the lounge. I guess that's wood, but not petrified. It's a really big lounge, but I guess it's going to have to be to fit in all of the people who are eligible to come in here. So this is where if you're gold and BA, you would be Emerald One World. And if Iberia and JAL are going to be in here 2023, there'll be a lot of people. They're similar to the ones next door, aren't they? The in the, what do we call the Concorde room now? Chelsea Lounge.
So there's Chelsea, this is Soho, and
Right.
Greenwich.
Okay, and Greenwich we're not seeing, so these are the two ones you would...
already, basically.
Okay. So all of this footage has been of the Soho Lounge, and that's the one that gold card holders from BA will get into. And then silver will fly in what's now known as the Greenwich Lounge, which we're not seeing today, and is just a refurbish of the Flagship Lounge. So, this is the Chelsea Lounge. This is the reception area. This is where normally you'd have your boarding card checked and then they'd say you can't come in. Busy time, but this is the entrance to the Chelsea, which is the top one. So this is kind of a replacement for the Concorde room, if you like. Not that there was a Concorde room in Terminal 8.
Welcome to Chelsea. Nice to have you with us today.
This is the central champagne bar.
The circular champagne bar. If you look on the top, they're poured glass. These are imported from the Czech Republic. There's 150 of them. And they are all molded with botanical leaves. So each individual one has been molded. And this is the circular champagne bar. Over here is a sitting area. And if you take a look at the wall, it's actually living wallpaper. So look at the wallpaper, it's actually all moving, and it's depending on the time of day. So you can see it's daytime now, so all of the living wallpaper has a more brighter feel to it, and as the day progresses into the evening, it starts to become a different landscape. All right, so as we walk over this way, you can see the floor is Italian marble imported. And we'll walk over, and for those not walking this way, we've also got seating areas in the middle for all of our customers. Each of the seating areas, I love taking pictures of the power ports. Each of the seating areas have power ports for them, all types of available power ports. As you know, we are opening in 2 days, so we still do have a little bit of a punch list, including what will be our new fireplace that will actually suspend from the ceiling and come down and not actually hit the floor. It'll be suspended fireplace will be here. As I mentioned, this seating area, then it has all power port. If anybody would like to order food, any of our food items can be ordered a la carte in this area, or we have a sit-down dining area over here. Later there'll be some opportunity for us to taste some of the food, and you can see some of the different place settings that we have depending on the time of day. Helen, I don't know if you wanted to speak.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's happened is we very much come together. This is the first time we've ever done a collaboration like this. With British Airways moving here, we've got around 30 extra destinations that we can co-share on. It's the first time we've done a project together. in collaboration in terms of the investment in both the premium check-in and the lounges here. And what was really important is that we got the aesthetic and the design and the brands of both airlines coming through in recognition of two very strong brands, and our customers are very loyal to us. So what you'll see with the menus is they're very much a blend of British and American cuisine. So you have here the all-day options, the breakfast, you have everything from the more classic American breakfast options and through to the British breakfast. Here in the afternoon you have dishes all the way from shepherd's pie and things like that to the Reuben sandwich and things like that. So, you know, we've tried to do it in a way that blends, which means our customers can choose from both styles and both brands are represented in this wonderful space.
So we'd like to also show you the bathroom area and everything, but back there are workspaces that folks can go sit in, as well as a private, quieter area in the back. If anyone wanted to we can walk through some of the dining space. And back this way are our spa-like bathrooms and rain showers. So this is what we were talking about with the English breakfast. Now, in this particular lounge, the Chelsea Lounge, there are 3 showers that are available, and then a men's and women's restroom. When you go into the shower areas, they have the rain showers as well as Dyson blow dryers for those who like to use those. So I will open this up if you wanted to take a peek into the men's restroom. So you can see the stonework in there.
Showers aren't activated,
They will be. Yes. You can take a shower if you need them. Or use the Dyson blow dryer.
Oh, really?
So they're not in this one, the showers are in the next one. So there's 3 showers total. So there's a women's restroom I'm happy to walk you into as well.
These are the showers. This is the wine dispenser. This is the peaceful rest area at the back of the lounge, apart from that music. Presumably they'll turn that off. God, imagine listening to that if you're trying to get some sleep. And these are the work spaces, which are on the sort of far right of the lounge as you walk in. You see they've got power and a small table. And this is looking back at the champagne bar.
I'm the Managing Director of Premium Guest Services at American Airlines. And I think, as Callum mentioned before, we have been collaborating with Callum and with his team for quite some time on really developing a food and beverage service here that is inspired by the cultures on both sides of the Atlantic, and really also celebrates and highlights some, favorite culinary items, both from British and American cuisine. And we'll have some tasters for you in just a minute. We'll send out some food items. The other thing that I just want to highlight is, as part of our joint lounges here at JFK, we also have a special partnership with Chef Aisha Nurjaya, who is actually a 2022 finalist for the James Beard Awards. She's a wonderful chef who has designed some menu items that we'll be featuring in these lounges, and we'll actually get to taste one of them today, her honey roasted beets. But other items of hers that will be on the menu are a lamb tagine, also a kale salad with a horseradish yogurt, and she's the executive chef at a restaurant in New York that you may know, which is called Shuka. Which is a really fantastic restaurant. So Chef Aisha is the executive chef there. I'll go through the items that we're going to taste in a minute. But the other thing that we really focused on as we developed these menus, and you heard about it a little bit downstairs if you were at the press event downstairs, is really highlighting and focusing on using local purveyors and local businesses in both the food product as well as the design of the space. And so our coffee, for instance, is Gotham Roasters, which is a New York coffee shop that actually sources coffee from all over the world, but then roasts it right here in Brooklyn. We have some ceramics that are used as accent pieces in this lounge in particular, in the Chelsea Lounge, that are from a local ceramic studio right here in Brooklyn called Wilcoxon, and they do really fantastic bespoke and design some custom items for us. And then finally, we have an extensive cocktail menu across the lounges as well, which has been designed by Richard Baccato, who's a very well-known mixologist here in New York, who's been in the New York bar scene for many years in lots of interesting little bars. Currently, he is the owner of Dutch Kills, which is a fantastic little speakeasy type bar in Long Island City right here in Queens. So again, really focusing on kind of local elements and introducing that into what is, of course, a global menu that is inspired by the cuisines of our two countries. So with that, we'll bring some of the tasters out, and we'll keep this casual, please.
And I'll just, one thing I'll just say, when we sat in this space and developed these menus just a few weeks ago, we were literally standing in this space when it was a building site doing this with our partners. Someone asked me earlier how we bring the brands through, and I mentioned there was ways that we would bring it through the experience. Well, one of the things for anyone who lives in the UK, whether you're British or like me, not British, but live there, they're Heinz baked beans. So, you know, there's some elements like that where it's that attention to detail, and the executive chef from Sodexo has flown over from the UK to train everyone on how to make the proper British breakfast. So it's about getting that balance. It's true.
I mean, we need to get that right.
Yeah, because the first one, yeah.